What's up, people? Welcome back to another episode of Have You Heard? There's a lot going on, so I hope Charlie, you know what? Let me go on. Anyways, today I'm alone again because maybe today right now this show is just my show, so let's not worry about JJ Kofi. This is my show now. Yeah, so you'll be seeing me more often. Thank you very much. On today's episode, there's something bothering me. Something it's disturbing. It's sad. It's heartbreaking. I don't understand why this is still going on. And growing up and finding out that this is still happening is so heartbreaking. I'm going to start from the beginning. So there's this issue that's going on in Nigeria. There was a girl that was being molested by her uncle and her uncle's son. And then she passed away from dragged, being dragged and being molested for a long time. She was a girl that was brought from the village to come take care of help the auntie and the auntie with needs, and then in exchange they'll take care of her and take her to school, only for her to be molested by her uncle and her uncle's son. So this was about 2019, 2020, if I've not mixed up, I think 2018, 2019. This is when this issue happened. So they reported the case, the family reported the case to the police, and till date, the issue has not been resolved. So now the people are running scot-free, nothing has been done. They are just living their lives like nothing happened. It's crazy. So it's been 5 years. Now it's a topic that has been brought up by the on the internet. They want justice. Like, what's going on? They want to hear what's going on. Like, how are these people living their lives after doing dirty to the little girl? You understand? So there's a hashtag going on the tail, which is justice for Ochanya. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it well. I'll be corrected later, but I think her name is Ochanya. And Charlie, the family wants answers. So this has spike up or brought up some, issues on the TL. Apart from it being discussed, some girls have come out and are opening up about their experiences with these pedophiles. Like, it's not. This is just so heartbreaking. That's why. But some girls have come out. There was this lady in China that came out. It came to report about her teacher back in high school from Malco girls who try to do something with her. The teacher's name is Mr. Krakani. And if you see his face, she said the teacher had big lips, but I underestimate the size of the lips. When you see his face, my producer will put it there. Mr. Krakani, wherever you are, whatever the girl has wished upon you, it will happen to you. Because there's no way. And that's just what somebody that has come out. I'm sure he has done that to a lot of girls. I think I've not dived into your stories.
Today, I'm going to share my story. Mr. Krakani, if you are listening to this, I pray. I don't want you to die. No, I don't want you to die. I want you to suffer. I want you to be very miserable. I don't want your family, your wife, or your children to suffer because of your deeds. I want you to feel every pain. I want you to be paralyzed with a sickness that you would suffer for the rest of your life. But I want you to live a very long life so that you can go through it. So let me give you an overview so that you can understand my story better. I was already 13 in high school, and then I finished high school at the age of 17. Mr. Krakani was the head house master, and all the teachers on campus with the ladies or with the girls were female teachers. So I would always go to Mr. Krakani if I needed to speak with my dad or I needed to speak with my aunt. From nowhere, suddenly, I will not call it kissing. I don't know what it is, but his mouth was all over me. And I don't know if you are listening, those who know Mr. Krakani, he has a very big mouth. Yes, his mouth was all over me, saliva on my face. And in that moment, the only thing I could do was I had to fold my lips and press my lips inside like this. Yes, I had to be like that. And he was still talking, saying, "Oh, why are you crying?" Because at that moment, I just broke into tears. He was like, "Why are you crying? You're such a baby. You're not a small girl anymore. Stop crying. What? And while he was saying all that, he dipped his hand in my pants. I was wearing a sports jersey. Those sports jersey we wear in primary school, like the PE kits. That's what I was wearing. And you know the PE kits are big. It's not like anything tight that you'd be like, "Oh, you're seducing him. What? First of all, I'm a child. Second of all, I'm in a uniform. whether it's a PE kit or whatever, it's still a school uniform. I was still in a school uniform. It's not like I even had braids on or nothing, no lash, no nothing. So what would a 40-something-year-old man see in a small girl like me?
So she had to run for her dear life. She had to run for her dear life. She ran like she has never run before. She even fell, got up and said, Jesus, I'm running. That's how fast she was running. The teacher had to stop her and tell her to run. She was so scared for her life. And this is, and apparently if you come out and you tell the school that this is what has happened to you, but because the man is from he's a politician and he's trying to run for an EP, they'll rather flip it and blame it on you. Can you imagine? You will come out, open up about your experience, the school that you go to, shuts it down and try to reverse it and makes it look like you are at fault. What did she do wrong? You can't even say that she dressed bad. Apparently, she was just wearing a normal, a big dress, a gola dress. That's how we call it. So she wasn't even exposing herself. Mind you, this man even called her to her office. She didn't willingly go there to go speak to this man. And this man saw a petite, fragile little girl and tried to take advantage of her. Imagine she hadn't run. It hadn't run. The man would have just, we don't, unthinkable things. And that's just her. Apparently, it's happening in schools. It's happening everywhere. Can you even imagine? There's this teacher that came. I saw a video recently. Stupid video. I honestly, I say, he needs to be beaten, bent like a stick. Let me tell you. So this teacher came out talking about he needs allowance for self-control. Are you dumb? Are you crazy? What audacity do you have to even pick up a phone and talk about this? And even let it come out. Are you crazy? Talking about these girls are too young and the young girls are dressing up in a certain way. They look too good. So they need allowance for a teacher's allowance for self-control.
Of education, I stand for my colleagues, the teachers. In fact, we deserve self-control allowance. Teachers, we deserve self-control allowance. Because looking at these young girls nowadays, teachers, we are suffering. Ghana teachers, we are suffering. We deserve self-control allowance. Teachers self-control allowance, because it's not easy. It is not easy for a teacher to control himself for 3 good years teaching these kids. Because nowadays, the kind of food they are eating and the kind of hygiene they are putting on, it makes them look attractive. But they are very young. And it's not easy for us to control ourselves. And the Minister of Education, we are pleading, please. Oh dear, boy. Why? Because said ya unhu, ya bro, enkwara ebi hu ofe papa. Enye easy. Until now, me as a teacher, I'm standing for my colleagues, because to have a self-control for 3 good years teaching the kids is not easy. And some people used to tag us that we are the ones spoiling the students. For what reason? How can we spoil these students? Imagine you were a teacher and you don't have self-control. Would you leave them to go like that? Yeah, bro.
Why in the world? Why would your brain even think about this? Pedophilia is so normalized. It's very normalized. I realize it's normalized because I think I've seen it's happened to me so many times that I feel like when I walk around and somebody's even trying to sexually harass me, I'll think it's normal. Like, oh, famanyame, because it has happened so many times, too many times, and you don't even know who to talk to about it, because when you even open up to people, they'll be like, what did you do? What did you do to tempt this man? What were you wearing? What was I wearing? So because they wear sexy dress around you, it gives you the audacity to talk shit, to sexualize me. It don't even you could be wearing jalabia and showing just your pupils, and they'll still sexualize you. You could. And what pisses me, you see little kids, and the first thing you think of, oh, let me see. Are you crazy? People are sleeping with 4-year-old 3 months old, 1 month old. Like, why? Pedophilia has been normalized so much. It's been normalized so much that Charlie, Charlie, I'm even scared to have a daughter now. I mean, I'm not saying that. Even if I have a son, I will train them in a way to, like, respect women. But how can I protect my daughter from this kind of things? You understand? It's in schools, primary schools. Even me, if I start sharing my experience right now, I'll not finish. But it's too much. There needs to be something done about it. It looks like the laws, Bobo, nothing is working. Charlie, it's unbearable. Like, every day there's a new story of somebody molesting somebody. This little girl that was being molested by her uncle and her uncle's son. The crazy part is her sister, this uncle son, that uncle's son's sister saw them molest the girl, and she couldn't say a word. She couldn't utter a word. She couldn't say, "Daddy, stop." I mean, I heard she complained once, and that was when she caught the brother doing it. And when she went to report, that's when the father also decided to start doing it. Father started. He probably sat there and was like, "Oh, so this is what you have been doing. You know what? Let me also try." Are you crazy? Are you mad? Wherever these men are, even if justice is not going to be served, I pray that God punishes them, kills them slowly. I don't wish that upon these people, but look at what they did to the little girl. She lost her life. Somebody that left the village, came to look for better life, food to eat, to feed family. This is what you do to the girl. You're working scot-free 5 whole years. I need justice to be served. Somebody wake up. They need to wake up and do something for this little girl, because there's no way. If this goes scot-free, people have the liberty and freedom to, you know what, if I do it, they're not going to punish me. There's this artist that he came out to say that he's left with a 50-year-old girl, and the 50-year-old girl stained her bed. So he sacked them. If I continue, you know what? Yeah. But it is happening. It's been normalized, but it shouldn't be. It shouldn't be. I shouldn't be scared for my life every day. Today, I also saw, I know I'm stretching this, but I need you to understand how deep this is. Today, I also saw another video. The senator, Natasha, I don't know if I've mixed up her name, but the senator that came out and said that another senator was sexually harassing her. Her passport was seized. Her passport was seized at the airport because all in the name of, if she travels, she grants interviews, and then she disgraces the country. What audacity do you have to see somebody's passport? Because of, you know what? Yeah, I really hope justice is served for this girl. I need something to be done. The family needs something, a closure, a form of closure, because losing your only child that way is too heartbreaking. I don't even wish that on my enemy. I do not. Anyways, thank you. Sorry, so that's on the topic. That's this video. I honestly, Charlie, you just distress my life, because I don't even know where this started from. So there's this video. I saw a video. The first video that came out was a girl being proposed to at a wedding, and then the girl gave the man hot slap. So hot that I'm sure it left a mark on her face. And that's not the disgraceful part. He did it at somebody's wedding. Somebody's wedding, no. At least, if he proposed to you and you didn't like him, the least you could have done was, maybe yes, so that everybody is happy. Say, maybe you even get free drinks. I heard that people go to the bar and lie that they are getting married and even get free drinks, free food. Just free drinks. Oh, congratulations. Then you go home, then you have a meaningful conversation. But you took your hand and then you slap. As much as we talk about men being violent, we need to talk about how violent some women are. Like, make it make sense. Like, why are you going around slapping people? And this is not probably going to be her first time. This is not her first time. This is not going to be her. But slapping somebody and slapping the person in public at a delightful event, a happy event, where somebody is joining the union between God. Somebody's day. You ruined it by slapping someone. All because the girl came out saying that she doesn't know the guy from anywhere. They've just been talking and he's been harassing her, and she can't do long distance. He's in Port Harcourt and she's in Lagos, or one of them. I'm not familiar with these cities, but just because the guy is far away and she doesn't want to do long distance relationship, she's standing on ground. We shouldn't come and attack her for slapping the guy. The producer put the video there, a short video. Does it warrant you to slap somebody. Like, make it make sense. Why are you slapping him? And also the guy, apart from the fact that I'm shitting on the guy, the girl, I have to shit on the guy too. Why are you proposing to somebody you've not had this discussion with? He came out to say that they have been talking. All the things she has been saying, it's a lie. He has proof. He has evidence. Where you will go explain, tire evidence to show that he and this girl have been in thing for a while. They even talk about opening shop together, and today the girl is denying. Apart from denying, you've slapped him. You understand? You, the guy, let me come to you. You are, first of all, you've not sat down with this girl. You know she had this issues with you. You didn't sit down, bed, and say, you know what, this is what I want to do. Like, I want to be with you. So let's talk about this. Before you decide, you guys should have had a very meaningful, just to avoid all this. Just to avoid, you didn't do that. And after that, you propose at somebody's wedding. Are you crazy? Why do people do that? I don't understand. Somebody's day and you're trying to turn it into yours. So what? They should forget about the couple and focus on you or what? Why are you proposing at somebody's wedding? Why can't you? And I feel like that's a cheap thing to do. I'm so sorry. Maybe I'm broke. Yes, I've accepted, but that's so cheap. You find your own setup. Find your own petals. Find your own decor. And propose to the girl if you really want. You can't just steal somebody's day and make it yours. Then what? And you knew the girl didn't want to do this, and you still knelt down and disgrace yourself. Right now, your face is out there for being slapped. I don't support any of what they did. I don't think there's Charlie. Yeah, anyways, I've been single for so long, so this is a relationship matter. It just distress me. But have a discussion. Lack of communication. You guys need to talk. There's nothing wrong in talking and finding out where you both are. You understand? To save yourself from this kind of embarrassment. And please, don't go and be proposing at people's wedding. It is their day, not yours. Find your own money. And go and find your own decor and petals and roses and kneel down. And instead of now see, your mother has seen that they've slapped you. Your friends have said, "Don't teach you for the rest of your life." Anyways, that will be all for today. Thank you for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe. My user page is Melissa Wole Bauer. No? Yeah, Melissa Wole 420 on IG and at Melissa_Bauer on Twitter. Make sure you like and subscribe.